Hello Blood Bowl fans, let's have our last spin then, the mad spin, and mad it was, against Sirmadness himself. I met Sirmadness in CCL a long time ago, when I was playing the Necro team, the one that was a zombie collection team. And I played this exact team I'm about to play then, and this is my second matchup against them. So AD English Men of He North, my invitational team, take on no rerolls for the Braves. It's very easy to underestimate this team, but Sirmadness actually uses them quite effectively, to be honest. And a mirror where we all have the same amount of squishiness. You know, anything can happen, though I do have slightly more skills. I did ask Sirmadness to change the team as an opponent. I didn't really want to face a team that I considered to be a weak opponent, but they weren't in the end. They proved quite a challenge, actually. And the wizard was also problematic, so let's go for a Norse off. Sirmadness is the leader of the Mad Academy, which is one of the 4 leagues in the Invitational, and there didn't seem to be any choice but him as my opponent from the Mad Academy itself. My boys are in black and white, his boys are in the red, brown, I think it's the Mordheim. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Mordheim outfit, though I'm not sure. And high kick. No rerolls, the Brave chose to receive. Yes, they did. And a double runner thrower setup with both Berserkers and both Ulferiners. It's a pretty positional heavy team. This is no runner, is it? No. Not a runner, a thrower. So, one of each, and yeah, I actually left my Ulferiner ready to be served, like an idiot, and Sirmadness of course tried to take advantage of that, but unfortunately failed. It would be surprising if there weren't lots of serfs in this matchup though, wouldn't there? So Sirmadness is setting up a pretty solid defensive wall around the ball here, and yet he is also doing some work. And it looks like the runner is going to pick up the ball as opposed to the thrower, and fail, but the thrower catches. Interesting, why didn't Disturbing Presence go off then? It should have done, I think. Interesting. I'm going to do my best to break them down 2 by 2, basically. That's going to be the name of the game, mostly. And surf as many opponents as I can, of course. Name of the game, part 2. And I don't really want to get into a Yeti on Yeti fight, because that can end either way, and I don't really want to give up my Yeti just yet. Though I was unsure as to whether I wanted the member or not, so if he is knocked out, I don't think it'd be such a big deal. At the moment, though, I feel like I will need to replace him, if I do lose him. And Wild Animal. I'm pretty sure he was going this way, though I don't entirely remember. And that gives Sirmadness a chance to set up further on the edge, defending his men with bodies. Glistening, sweaty, model-like bodies. And a couple of furry ones, of course. Interesting block choice. If that didn't work, I have fend anyway, actually, so okay, that's fair. Maybe he was aware, but anyway, there goes the fend piece. I'm not going to have him in game 1. That kind of sucks. Though maybe I'll get a team where it's not so important to deal with the fend. We'll see. Because this is the last spin, no matter what happens, the team is going to be what it is after this game. At the moment, they are actually at 12-10, which is way too high, so I'm not too worried actually about losing a little bit of TV. Lowers the gap a bit. Oh, and we have got a second Berserker on the team as well, somewhere. Yeah, Polar, there he is. He's new. And down goes the Eddy. Turnover. This game's going to get confusing when all the Norse start to be in each other's face, but for now we're doing alright. Oh dear, that's the runner. You leave Quick Freeze alone. Or pow him, okay. That was good movement actually, getting the support so the Ulfarina can freely get the 2-die on the thrower. It's quite a puzzle, this game. And this needs to work, because otherwise Blitzer goes bye-bye. Okay, we managed to push out of the way, that's fine. Still, I'm pretty sure that I can surf the 2 of these in a couple of turns, so that will be the plan. If I get rid of the Ulf first, the Berserker makes more sense actually. If I get rid of the Berserker and put a couple of pieces on the Ulf, I can get rid of both of them in 2 turns. Maybe one of the linemen too actually. Pretty straightforward. Push him out this way. Yet he's not standing up, I don't really need him to. And yeah, going for the Berserker first. It of course puts the Ulf into danger of being surfed himself though, so I may have to dodge out, and dodge out I do. Sirmadness can still quite easily surf me, to be honest. He just needs to push me here, put a support here, and off he goes. And Yeti gets right back up, just nice and casual. What's the Yeti's name? I forget. Michael Chuck Norris. Oh yeah, of course it is. Oh, and that's the first skull. Mark Mail, the Undead, is knocked out. Mark Mail is one of the Invitational coaches. And of course, having no rerolls means that every bad roll is going to hurt him. It is the way he builds this team though, he didn't build it specifically for me. I faced the exact same team in CCL. Taktamo is also one of the coaches in the ICBBL. He was originally, not ICBBL, in the Mad Academy, sorry. He was originally one of the invited coaches, but he had to step out, unfortunately. And we're going to play for some surfy action here. First with the Ulfarina. That's why the Berserker is here. There he goes, bye-bye. I also want to get this runner off. Let's see if I can. No, I've given up on getting rid of the runner. Decided it wasn't an option. And my elf has block, so that's fine, I'll take that. And I'll take the one shot against the elf as well. Sirmadness really needs to move the ball. I'm getting too many bodies close to it now. It needs to be moving. And it looks like it is going to over here. Though he has to get it through Disturbing Presence. I'm not sure if that's an oversight or by design. Yeah. We're doing good at juggling beer bottles apparently. Oh, it's second 2 down. Ulf. A second time with Ulf and Yeti, just the opposite Ulf and Yeti. Opposite team. That means I can reposition to try and lock up this ball. That's cleared up enough pieces to at least lock the ball in position. I'll try and put the Disturbing Presence over here somewhere as well. Right here would be perfect. Right here he goes. Yeah, get out of that mess. I don't have much in terms of surfing opportunities, so I'll just go for some general attack opportunities. That'll do. That's a stun, and Ulf can knock down the runner. Nerdfrog. Nerdfrog, of course, is the captain of the ICBBL, not the ICBBL, the Invitational team. And there you go, I knocked out my own advertisement there. Advertisement. AD English Invitational is KO'd. Nerdfrog is the captain of the Mad Academy team. Sorry, not the ICBBL, of course. I'm mixing everything. And we go for one die. Not a bad idea. If he gets out, then he can get away. Ooh, I'm actually going for the Yeti with a one die. Push won't do it though. Yeti's still in the way. And Zerka goes into scoring position, so we need to put the ball down this turn realistically. Not sure about the Yeti's placement there. He would have been better off maybe locking up the two of them. Though it would have been easier to put him down, so maybe that's why he's put him on the thrower. Make a nice big box around the thrower and push him out and block him that way, and then Mr. Runner can go and get the ball. Yeah, that means we need to put the elf in the way. We need a good scatter here then. That's not a good scatter. But we'll deal with that for now. And take a shot against Mr. Yeti again. And down he goes. He'll be right back up though. It got a bit confusing at this point exactly who had the ball, to be honest, because you know it's pretty hard to see unless you look nice and close. That close, but I'm not going to. And another skull for no rerolls for the brave. And we get a good block against the elf. We just need to get him out. We don't need necessarily to put him down, but put him down we do. And that means we can run the ball into scoring position. At the very least, forcing the use of the wizard in my opponent's drive. So that's not terrible. There's a funny little thing on Mad Academy actually. There's a betting system where you can react with which team you think is going to win for every game. And it was quite funny how many reactions there were to this game, because you can only react with the race, and of course it's a Norse mirror. So lots of people decided that probably Norse was going to win. And this Yeti is having a hell of a game. He's not staying on his floor, not staying on his paws. And there's the wizard. No armor break, that's slightly bad news. Means that I'm going to try a pass to get it, using the thrower. I don't know why, just I decided to do it that way as opposed to doing it a sensible way. And there we go, thrower's free. So off he goes and get the ball. Oh. Oh well. Making mistakes as usual. So the runner's going to try it, why not? Yeah. That was just poor. The thrower was supposed to go for the ball, not the runner, so... Yeah, fair play. That should have been a dead as punishment for stupidity. Halftime, a surprisingly bloodless game. 1 injury for my team, and 3 KOs, 2 of which come back for no rerolls to the brave. Round 2. Alright then. Interesting setup from no rerolls. They're all ready to, I suppose, go anywhere they need to. My guys are going to set up for maximum damage. We get an extra reroll, giving us free to no reroll 0. And no wizard anymore, so feeling a little bit more confident this half. Keeping the free guys on the line because there's no reason to get rid of them really. And we can now hit a runner, or we can hit this guy into the Ulf and the Ulf can push him off. Push, 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 off. It looks like it's going to work. Or not. Well, close enough. For anybody who struggles to see things like the pushing that I just did, I would highly recommend the challenges actually. It's the one benefit that they have in this new mode. They teach you a lot about kind of, well, chain pushing in general, to be honest. They'll teach you a lot about how to do it. So, have a go with them. Oh, there he goes. Oh dear. Well, that's an Apo. And dead is dead. Thank you, Sirmadness. You made my decision as to whether to have a Yeti in the team or not. The answer is not. Snowflake is dead. Gilbert, son of Nuffle, surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, as he's son of Nuffle, gets a nice big block on Ulferina and knocks him out. And failed dodge on the edge of the pitch leads to Mad Captain Nerdfrog being niggled. And we're putting a position out here so that we can get the ball right on the edge. It's outside of disturbing presence as well, so I can maybe get a pass up there, but it might not be this turn. But the area is pretty well defended as it is. Though him standing makes it a little bit more tricky, and now it's better. He's going to get right back up though, so not that good. And Tactamo is injured. I always read tomato the rotten, so sorry Tactamo, it's no offense to you, but I can't help but see tomato every time I see that name. They just go together, tomato and rotten. Yes, I said tomato and tomato. You can judge me if you wish. And there goes the pass. It's a good one. It's a very good one. I was quite happy with an inaccurate there, to be honest, but actually working is much better. Gale continues to grow. And I was about to say the Yeti is still having a good game, but there he goes, he's gone to bed. Night night. Don't let Chuck Norris bite. Really, don't. His teeth will do something horrible to you. Have you seen all the Chuck Norris memes? Surfing all day long. That will do. Ooh, that'll really do. Rebel! One of the other teams. The rookie Rebels, actually, for that matter. Storm Raider and Rebel, the non-rookie. Mad Academy. ICBBL is already gone. And Rascal and Mark Mail. All of the coaches from the league and all of the leagues themselves, including, of course, the Peace AD English Invitational. It's nice little advertising from Sirmadness here, so I thank you for that. And to move the ball back into relative safety, we're going to try and score this way instead. And we are slightly getting a number advantage here, so we're going to try and use it. Yeah, 2 out against 5 out. It's quite a big number advantage, actually. Oh dear. And it just got bigger. Bye-bye, Rebel. We've got all the numbers on this side now, so we can do something this way. We've even got a better position over here, though, so we're probably going to go this way now, actually. I don't want to score until right at the end. I don't even want to give no rerolls for the Braves a small chance to score. Push him down here. Oh no, up there. Okay. Why didn't they push him down here? He's in the way now. Oh well. I'm mostly dealing with locking up pieces. We're going to put the ball over this way, obviously. In fact, we're going to put him right on the edge with a blitz. And he comes round. That'll do it. Thrower is not big enough a threat, and there isn't really a piece that can easily get to the ball. Though with difficulty, he can, and skull. Unlucky. Storm Raider the Brett, who is now playing Nurgle. Nice. Tactimo is Nurgle, that's why he's the rotten. I understand now. This one I don't understand though. You're gonna have to explain this one. Gilbert, son of Nuffle. Oh yeah. Mark Mill, the undead. There he goes. And one more surf. Gilbert goes bye-bye. Total number advantage now. Don't need to worry about anything. Happy to end this game 1-0 though, so I'm going to keep this field domination right till the end. Need to move the runner as well. Actually, I don't, he's stunned. Don't need to move him this turn at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh well, that's fair. Come on, Braves, what can you do? Yeah, it's times like this where I wish he had at least a couple of rerolls. It would make the team even more challenging. As it is, this game is relatively comfortable, which is not ideal. It's the team Sirmadness wanted to play though. So what can I say? It was mostly a going back to our roots kind of situation, I guess. Kind of the same as Squiggy actually. The game against Squiggy kind of felt like an update with... Our first game was humans against wood elves. Me humans, him wood elves. The second game is like preferred versions of both teams. My Norse and his pro elves. Or Elven Union, whatever you want to call them. Really important movement, that. Just felt like doing a dance apparently. Aye. Oh. Sorry, Rascal. You are dead. Do do do. He is the bravest of the braves. Sacrificing himself to Nuffle's will. This has gone beyond a slaughter now. But still, I'm not scoring until next turn. It's stupid to do otherwise. Something I see a lot of coaches do wrong actually. They kind of give in and say, okay, I'll score now. I'm being a bit harsh, but no, if you're winning the game, win the game. In fact, I'm going to try and give the points to the Berserker, so I can level him up. Second game in a row I've actually managed to do that. Oh dear. And that's it, nothing fancy, just running the ball in now. End this game 1-0. Wow. No rerolls, turn 16 as well, of course. Level 2 Zerka. There we go. Well done, Avalanche. Sirmadness and Squiggy actually have quite a lot in common. It's kind of like Sirmadness is the French version of Squiggy, because he's making a French rookie league, basically, helping anybody who's a French speaker to better improve their game. So if you are new to the game, and you are a French speaker or an English speaker, or any kind of speaker, and you can speak one of those two languages, then go check out Mad Academy. It's very much like the Rebel Rookie League. Both places are designed specifically to help people get into this game. So, go check out Mad Academy. All of the links to all of the leagues that have been invited are in my server on Discord. There's a little thing down there saying leagues to join, and all 4 leagues are of course linked. So, go and tell them I sent you. Just one last turn for the Braves then. Let's see if they can at least pull off a vanity pass. Hopefully with the Yeti. That'd be cool. He's actually putting the Yeti back to do it. Fair enough. I don't know if that was the intention, but it certainly looks that way. And we get a reroll. We needed that reroll. No Yeti ball then. Oh no. Should have taken the blocks first. Oh well, we didn't. And that's far too long a pass. Though it almost worked. Well, thank you, Sirmadness, for the game. The team isn't actually as much of a joke as it looks. He's pretty good at positioning in general, though he lost his way a little bit there, and it was just too much Norse on Norse. But when you're playing a different race, it's actually quite hard to break down the Norse team. However, I did ask him to play a different team. He refused, so that was the team we had. 1 touchdown, 1 pass, 1 death. Bye-bye, Snowflake. 15 armor breaks, and Icicle got man of the match. He's 1 away from leveling up, and probably getting Fend. No rerolls to the Braves, 1 death right at the end. Rest in peace, Rascal. And 3 armor breaks. And Gilbert, son of Nuffle, got man of the match. So that's 11 on my team in the end, and 9 for Team of Madness. But let's have a look at the team, how they're going into the first round. Blizzard is out for 1 game, he will be back though. The Yeti is of course dead, I don't have enough to replace him, but I do have enough to buy another piece, so I am going to think about that, see who my first opponent is. I have an Ulf with block, an Ulf that's 2 away from leveling. I have a Thrower with Sure Hands, a Runner with Blodge, a Berserker with nothing because he's new, a Berserker with Mighty Blow, a Fend piece that's out for a game, and 4 rookie linemen. All of which have had some SPP, so overall pretty happy with the team development actually. And we're going to the first game 10:30, so there's a good chance that we're going to be slightly under. Well, 10:30 plus 50, so 10:80. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance we're going to be slightly under our first opponent actually. Let's see, there are 5 who have already accepted. And as you can see, we are the lowest. I'm not even looking at the numbers. Maybe, for example, this team is missing a piece. It is, so they're going to have an extra 60k on top as well. So whatever team we're up against, actually, we're going to be the underdog in the first game. And the last game is Rascal himself, who just died. And looking good. I'll do a rundown of all the teams soon. Very soon. But there's no point in doing it before. And one thing that's really confusing me, if anybody can explain this, this would be great. I have not played in an Eternal League where you can win Scions, I'll say that first of all. But I had 4 Scions before beta, now I have 64. Why and how? Not that I'm complaining, I will use them, but I don't really understand why. Anyway, that's all for this one. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all with some invitational stuff soon. Bye bye for now.